Are you with me, Lisbon? Now look, I'm happy to be here, and I mean that sincerely. But tonight, I just want to tell you, I'm really happy to be here. You have no idea. When I first came to Lisbon, you know, it was not easy for me, but over the years, it's been a very important part of my history. And this show is the story of my life. I tell it with music and dance and fashion. I tell it with stories about life and death, happiness, joy, sadness, despair, and redemption. All of these things are important in my story, but Lisboa, you are so important in my story also. My last tour was about my experiences here, my last record, Madonna. So thank you for being in my journey, in my history of life and love. I hope you enjoy the ride. I saw some great people backstage when we say prayer before the show. So happy to see you all tonight. So important, really. I'm gonna just stop talking about you. I want to introduce you to myself. What are you looking at me like that? Just be nonchalant. Like, be cool. Like, don't give a fuck. Like, I used to not give a fuck. Now I've changed. Now I really, really, really don't give a fuck. Now I don't even fuck. It's true. You think I'm kidding? I wish I was. I live the life of a nun, for real. I have 6 kids, I have a lot of work to do. I got a little joke for you. You ready? Wait, I need to give myself a hug, wait. Just gonna show up throughout the show and remind you of what a little rebel I was along the way. Very important part of my life. Anyways, back to my joke. Do you know how to get a nun pregnant? Do you know how to get a nun pregnant? You fuck her! Okay, that's just a little subtle hint I'm dropping. Okay? Now, what I really want to talk about. Thank you, gostosa, I understand. That must have been a Brazilian. Because that's all they want to do is fuck. And that's a good thing. There's a lot of beautiful Brazilians in the world. Anyways, coming up in New York, yes, came there, $35, wanted to be a dancer, got sick of being broke and anorexic and homeless and having no future. So I decided to teach myself how to play guitar, and I became a rock star, right? So I'm gonna do a song from my past, one of the first songs I ever wrote on guitar, and I got to perform in an incredibly filthy, disgusting place, which was the highlight of the beginning of my musical career, called CBGB's, yeah, give it up. You never know what's gonna happen in that part of the song. Just go crazy with that bell. Don't worry, my daddy only beat me one time. I learned my lesson. So Lisbon, are you with me? I mean, are you with me on the journey of my life? This journey called life. I can't begin to tell you how important this place is to me. It's like when I moved to New York, that's called getting out of your comfort zone. I didn't know a soul in New York. I didn't I didn't have any money, I didn't have a job, I didn't have a friend. I didn't really speak the language of New York, which is, give me your fucking money, which I didn't have any of. And strangely, history repeats itself because I found myself in Lisbon 7 years later. 7 years ago, I moved here. You may have heard of that. You want to hear this story? So I moved here 7 years ago. It's great, maybe a little bit more than that. And I came here because my son David, who you just saw, my beautiful son who was once a tiny little baby, now he's a grown man, I'm gonna cry. Oh, shut up. And so, he really wanted to play soccer so bad, and I was like, well, where should we go? And I put my finger on a map, and I blindfolded myself, and I got spun around 3 times, and my finger landed on Lisbon. No, that's facts. And I said, okay, what the hell, let's go there. So it was kind of like I started all over again. I didn't have any friends. I had a little bit more money. Okay, that's facts. But it really was going out of my comfort zone. I didn't speak Portuguese. I had just adopted Esther and Stella. They were almost 5 years old. They were going to a French school in Lisbon. Everybody spoke Portuguese. I had no friends. What the fuck? Talk about being out of, just feeling like an alien? Yes, that's what I felt like. Anyways, little by little, thank you, Coach Joseph is always welcome to hear whenever you're stuck for things to say. I started, this is what happened when I moved to New York. This is what happened when I moved to Lisbon. I found my tribe, okay? I found other artists, musicians, singers, painters, dancers, creative, artistic people. And once I found that, I felt at home. I was not alone. So thank you. Now you can say a lot of things about me, but I do not make the boring, predictable choice. No siree. See, I didn't become a nun after all. Anyway, I want to sing a song just for you. This is for nobody else, just for you.